Sports College Football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Pittsburgh Panthers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Oregon quarterback Dante Moore is so excited to kick off this season with Oregon. He surpassed an opportunity to be a high draft pick in the NFL to come back for one more ride after a disappointing college football playoff showing last year. He believes Oregon can take it all the way this season, and it will all ride on the Heisman hopes of Dante Moore and the Oregon Ducks. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Ducks will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Finds his man. It's Kent. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. He'll throw on third down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. It's Hill. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dante Moore makes the catch. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore swings it out to the flat. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Throwing Moore. The sure hands, it's Hooks. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Rushes on him, and it's a sack.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. Throws it deep. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Looking for more room. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, the last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Moore to the air. Got it. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. He wants to change this route. The run inside. It's Hill. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The throw to the outside is complete. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find their rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Ducks. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
The give on the counter. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry of the season. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
The Panthers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Got a man. It's Lee. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Running inside, it's Turner. There's some room. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, the quarterback just could not find anybody open, and you could tell he was trying to make something happen, but couldn't find anybody in the end zone, held onto the football, and takes the sack.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Making side adjustments here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Crosses the 40. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively...
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
More. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Kent. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Looking deep down the right side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Pressure coming. And down he goes. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long. He'll need to loosen up that arm. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is a point where you just...
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Wildcats looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got it set up on the outside. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Dante Moore, quarterback strolling away from heat. Going right and going deep. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Bring in the heat. And they got him.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright, letting him go make some plays for this offense. That's the only way he's going to get hot. They got to give him more time.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Might be changing the route. Gets the back moving. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. offense comes out ready to go to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away, incomplete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He goes right back to the air. That's caught. It's Kent. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The run inside. It's Turner.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Picks up 9. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll dial up the run on. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. That's the 50, the 40, at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing more. Got the quick pass. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Moore to the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And he tags on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week.
Might have a chance. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
From the gun. Nice catch for the two-point conversion. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Bear. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Here's Moore to throw. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Moore. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Stepping to the right. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Dante Moore. Buys a little time with his feet. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Again, it's Moore. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. On the ground, it's Turner. There he goes. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Finding some room. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45. Out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Leaves it with the running back. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Trying to get it to the marker. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing more. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Johnson.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Moore will throw. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. To the air on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Turner. At the 35, he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And 1st down for the offense.
The Panthers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burris. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Man, that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Here's Moore to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the in.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. They'll try to add another to their lead. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
That keeps the score. Oregon, 48, Pitt, 14. Number 39, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're testing the right side here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. From the gun on 3rd down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a